Hey, what's up guys, aarava here, and welcome back to the episode of my F1 2019 Manager Career Mode here with Red Bull Honda for round number 4 this season at the Portuguese Grand Prix at Tondela. If you guys did miss the previous one, then be sure to go check that one out before you see this one. The best results so far we've had this season, and hopefully we continue to, step it up basically and improve. We've got an engine upgrade coming in 7 days' time. The one we already had definitely did help out on the fuel saving, I felt at least, so hopefully that other upgrade can help further still, but we're going to swap in this guy on the pit crew just so we can get some fresh faces. The rest of them are actually pretty damn good. No one higher than 1% there, so I think they're all good to just chill out really. Yeah, I mean, even the guys we've got in the reserve can just chill out here, so I don't think we need to necessarily hire anyone really. So I'm going to go ahead and reject most of them, and we can just chill on that front. So we're going to go to the emails then, see what's popping off here after the last episode. Into with all Eurosport. You had some time to get used to the team now. What are your main worries at the team? I'm just going to say we need to improve our car's performance level. I'm going to say that. That's not going to give Verstappen any confidence, apparently, but with Gasly, he's fine. That's fine, to be honest. So we're going to move on. Car repairs done. Let's quickly check on how our car's doing, because at the moment we've got reliability on that engine, nearly enough where we want it to be basically. So we're focusing on performance mainly, and then that new engine is going to come in very, very soon. But we've got a political vote actually coming up here before we get to anything, of removing the Ardennes GP, which is the Belgium Grand Prix in the Ardennes Forest. I'm going to be against that. I don't want to remove it. We've got a lot of undecideds here. We've got a lot of fours. A lot of people want to remove Belgium for some reason. I don't get why. So I'm going to go against. I don't want to remove it. I mean, it's just one less race, but how can we lose the Belgium Grand Prix? So I'm going to go with that. I don't know why so many people here want to see it go. And it looks like my vote might be futile. Never know. Deciding vote from Jean Todt, 6-6. And he votes yes! No more Belgium Grand Prix from next season. It's going to be removed. Wow. What the hell? So, no more Belgium. That's going to go away. Okay, that's right. If that happened in real life, I'd be really flummoxed like how that's happened, because obviously in real life, the Belgium Grand Prix is one of the kind of hallmark ones of the season, I think, in my opinion at least, in terms of you think F1 calendar, you think Belgium Grand Prix, at least probably down 4th or 5th on the list. So, yeah, very, very odd. Okay then. Fair play. I mean, obviously, it's a career mode, so anything can really happen. Car design's complete. Engine's done. Let's improve upon that. Improve the reliability of that engine. We've actually got 100% on this engine then, or near enough 100%. 93%. Apparently, we can't get it to 100%. That's fair enough. So we'll improve on that. It's already the best engine that we've got, so we need to make sure we improve it in terms of reliability and get it ready for that race. So let's go to, 17, 18 there. In terms of new parts now, we're going to build... What else do we need now? Our engine is still only the 3rd best, so I think we can go for another one. We've got a legendary status for the engine, so I think we should just keep plowing on, really, with engine dev. So let's go to now... Well, what should we go for here? I need to use a great, so we may as well use a risky level maybe here. So let's go 25 to max, 30... Is that 62? That's 72. And then remove the risk level, which is going to remove that risk level. Is there a difference if I go, that's 072. If I go like that and that, is that 0? That's 1087. So that's much better. Oh, no, because, yeah, wait, hang on. That's 1057. Like that. Okay, so the best configuration is going this, this, and this. 1072. That'll be a part we can actually use. That'll get done, though, 30 days after the race. So that's a long completion time for this next engine upgrade here. So, you're going to have to hope it really does pay out dividends by the end of it. So, 2.7, that's going to be a long dev time there. So, that's a real plunge into the abyss, and only for about 20 points more, but I guess 20 points makes a difference perhaps. So, let's just move on then. So, a long-term plan then for this season to improve the engine. Probably a lot like what might happen in the real-life season, you never know. But going to go for Lenovo as usual. We've got pretty clear skies apparently for everything in practice, quali, and the race. Tyre weight's going to be high, so let's go for a few sets of softs. We'll go for, actually, 4 sets of hards. Let's go for only 6 sets of softs, actually. We might not use a lot of softs. Might use more hard tyres than medium. So let's go for that. I think 6, 4, 5. That'll give us a good spread across everything. Fit parts, right, we can use that engine. So I'm going to give that, because of how well Gasly did. I think someone pointed this out, you know, because Gasly had a worse car last episode, but he still did that well in qualifying. I think he deserves to get this engine. And they're both still happy, actually, with that change. So that's actually perfect for me. So Gasly gets the better engine this race. We'll see what he can do with that better engine. But both of them pretty happy still, so that's pretty good. So let's go. Best scenario into practice. Right, send them out with the setup I had from last season with the Renault car. Let's see how it goes for the with this Red Bull car. But we're going to do race trim on hard tyres. I'm going to probably predict we're going to have to use the hards quite a fair bit. Tyre wear's always been an issue at Portugal. To be fair, in the last 2 seasons with the Renault career, I did actually get used to Tondela. I was actually doing quite well around here, but I think this is going to be back to a very difficult one around Portugal with the way the mod makes the car work with the fuel and the tyres. It's going to be a very tricky one to manage, I think. So, going to go for the hard tyres on that knowledge front, but bring them in first of all. First and foremost, need to just check the setup and see if it's anywhere near good. Ooh, we've got okay signs there, actually. We can work with that. That's a good base level to work at. Perhaps maybe, don't know, a little bit less downforce. It looks like we've got quite a high downforce already, so maybe a little bit less downforce is needed there. So let's go down on the rear. Let's go a little bit down the rear wing, but a lot down on the front wing there. And then the handling-wise, I don't know what they want to do, really. We're on... Oh, let's do that little tweak. Tiny little tweak to top-end speed. A little bit more to understeer. And we'll see how that goes. We're going to do a 8-lap stint and just send out and get ready for the race, basically, and get the knowledge right. Going to bring down the front wing like we did with Gasly. 92% already. Although, Verstappen, his little indicator might suggest we want more downforce. I don't know. Let's go a little bit less just to test this out. Handling-wise, we're actually okay. So maybe just a little bit more on the speed balance and bring this back down there. Right, so that should be fine. I'm going to do 8 laps as well. I'll send them out and I'll just sit back and let them do the knowledge first, and then we'll worry about this setup a little bit later. But I think like China, we might be sacrificing our quali trims and the super soft knowledge, or the super soft knowledge. Not the super soft knowledge, sorry, the soft knowledge. That's the softest tire. The soft knowledge just to get the race trim and the hard tire done, and also the setups. Right, we'll just about get level 3, I think, as we cross the line. Gasly's going to come in. We kept Verstappen out because we're going to tick over to level 3 with Verstappen staying out. Setup is has not improved. Wow. Okay, we're basically where we were. 94%, but he's still good. That's really confusing. So I don't know. Does he want it kind of halfway house? I mean, halfway between those two might be the excellent we're looking for. Meanwhile, for the rest of it, I think we're pretty much just stick with what we got there with 2 greats. I don't know. 94% is pretty high still, so I don't know really what to say. So we're going to go soft tire then and go up for the quali trim. Verstappen's got to come in. Unfortunately, he has to do a whole another lap, but hopefully his setup is A-OK. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, as he comes in. We've got a great, excellent, and good. So the gearbox is not where we wanted to go, so we need to go backwards on the gearbox and go back to what we had. That was a great, so maybe go that way. And then bring this back to where we are. This is going to be tricky. Right, there we go. And then downforce will stick with what we got with the great. So qualifying 3 laps, soft tyres, go. Right, now I can let them just do their thing once again. Right, Gasly's in. He's got excellent and 2 greats. So that's good to see. Back out again on that same set of soft tyres. 97% set up. That's good. Verstappen at the moment is fastest in practice, but that's because Hamilton and Vettel have only set times on hardest compounded tyres, I think. If not, then might be good signs, but I'm not going to get sucked into it quite yet. I don't know why Gasly's got a form of 2.2 though, so that's very, very odd. Very, very glitchy form guides at the moment. 97% set up for Verstappen as well, so that's awesome as well. So we'll just get level... Ooh, session's ended. We'll get level 2. So we have not got level 3 on softs or quali, but we got level 2 at least, so did a little bit better than China. China, we only had level 1 on everything, so... I'll take that. I'll take that. But I don't know why Gasly's a little bit low on form. Hopefully that doesn't affect him too much. But let's get into quali then. This could be quite good. Verstappen P1. I don't know if it's a good omen or not. Let's hope so. Soft quali. Like I said, better than what we had at China. Setup's A-OK. Let's go. Take quali. Q1. Should be easy. So just going to wait again. Set a time on medium tyres and get into Q2. Alright, sending out medium tyres. There you go. Verstappen. Same for Gasly. Auto, and a lot of cars on track right now, but a lot of them are coming in now, so we're going to have a pretty clear track, actually, by the time we get around this thing. Yeah, you can see on the top right there, completely clean air for Gasly and Verstappen. Good timing there for us, so let's see, as they come towards the last corner, across the line, Gasly up into P8, Verstappen P6, all fine and dandy. Let's roll on Q2. Alright, there's water on track now. for this session. It might get dry, though, towards the end. So I'm going to wait and hang tight, let the rain fall. No point going out now on dry tyres, because by the time they've started their lap, it's going to be damp already. So I don't know why they've gone out on softs, unless it's going to glitch and they can still set a good lap time. But it's going to get dry there, you can see, last 3 minutes. So that's when we'll pop out. Track grip will be pretty low, but it's better than nothing, I think. So let's see how this goes then. Hamilton still sets a decent time, actually, to beat people. But Leclerc goes faster on inters. There you go. Yeah, so there's no point. So now it's going to dry up. We'll wait. It's a 1:38 lap time, so we can wait till about 2 minutes, really, if we wanted to send out. Going to wait for a few others to go first. And then, okay, see now, literally right at the death, we're going to send out. Pause that, send out. Soft, go, go, go. Right, let's go, lads. Auto. Hopefully they'll make it around in time. Hopefully, just about maybe. Gasly will be the one. He's the one behind, so let's hopefully for his sake, he makes it through. Here we go. Yeah, there we go. 20 minutes to spare. Made it through. Start their laps. Nice and easy. Into Q3 on these soft tyres. And we didn't have to face the rain at all. And Verstappen goes purple, actually, there as well. So Leclerc goes purple as well. Across the line. Verstappen, P2, P3. Solid stuff in Q2. And at the moment, oh, the checkered flag's fallen. Vettel out of Q2 for the second time now. A Ferrari car is out of Q2 in this season so far. That's not going to be great for the championship. That'll give Hamilton a very nice, easy run. Bottas also out there, so both of them got caught out there. So that's maybe 2 free positions in the top 4 places that we can maybe go for then in this race, maybe, if we pull through a good strategy. That's very nice. So Q3, top 12 shootout. Let's do the business then. Is it going to be raining at all, or is it going to be dry? I think it looks like it's going to be dry, so should be pretty straightforward, I would imagine, unless there's, again, some, like, surprise rain, like in Q2. Let's have a quick look. No, doesn't look like it, so we'll wait to the end. Well, actually, no, we'll go out. We've got the tyres to burn, so may as well go out. Obviously, we're not locked on that set of soft tyres now, because it was raining in the session. That's pretty good as well. But yeah, I was going to say let's wait till track grip goes up, but we've got tyres to burn. May as well do 2 runs here and try and improve on the second run. Although, so far, very oddly, the last few times I've played this game, the AI don't seem, well, our drivers, basically, don't seem to be improving on their second run, which is very, very odd, because you'd think they would do, because that's what happens in real life most of the time, is you improve on your second run. Obviously, you can go worse on your second run in real life as well, but most of the time you do improve, so it's a bit weird. At the moment, Gasly's got a form of 1.0. I don't know what that's about. So, yeah. At the moment, Gasly's down in P7, Verstappen P3. He's way off Verstappen's pace, but I just don't get it. I don't know why he's in bad form. He did so well last episode, so it's very, very odd. Right, at the moment, Verstappen is on a white first sector, green second sector, though, so he's improved there. That's good. 4 tenths off will put us P2 ahead of Leclerc right now. Let's see. Cross the line, P2 he goes. Only by a fraction, though. It's 0.841. And Leclerc 0.871, and he's gone 2 greens there, Leclerc, so he's definitely going to pip us to second place, I would say. Yep, there he is. Gasly, though, he set 2 greens, going a lot better. 6 tenths down. He might improve enough to match Verstappen here. Cross the line, no, does not. 1.1 off there, lost a lot of time in the last sector there. P5, though, that's the end of the session, it looks like. So Hamilton pole, Leclerc second. We're third, behind Hulkenberg, though, in P5 with Gasly. That's a little bit annoying, because the Renault, you know, he's done well there, P4 to be fair. So I don't know. It's mystifying. Form of 2.2. Gasly, you got to pick things up, man. I gave you the better engine this race. You got to pick things up in the race and do bits. But Verstappen from P3, that's pretty solid. I'm happy with that. Second row, high as we could probably hope. And we've got to try and capitalise on Vettel and Bottas being down. We have to. Right, so we've got an unlock set up for the start of the race because obviously we had a raining Q2, so tyre choice is free. It's a 57-lap race. I'm going to say these hards only go like 40 laps probably. 40 laps. Those go probably 15 maybe. No, that's a stretch. Probably more like 13 or 12. So if we went 40, 52, I think we're looking at a 2-stop with two sets of softs actually, but we'll be on the hards for the longest time, I think. So gonna take in the hard tyre lodge. I might, I'm gonna switch things up. I'm gonna put Gasly on a hard tyre stint at the start here and really change things up here. Or go softs with Verstappen. So let's go hard tyre knowledge. Hard tyre knowledge, because we will use them eventually. Let's go attacking, overtake. Let's see how this goes then. As we go to 5 red lights to the Portuguese Grand Prix from 3rd place and 5th on the grid. 5 red lights are out and we're underway. It's a good start there for Gasly up into P4. That's good. Turn 1 though. Toro Rosso gets us. Albon is up into 3rd place there. He's jumped both us Red Bull cars. Grosjean in the Rich Energy Haas in P5 there. It's all kicking off. Hamilton's lost a place to Albon as well. So Albon in the Toro Rosso was battling for P2. He's now down the order as we fast forward this. Going to immediately go down to medium fuel. Or actually, you know what? Let's go high just a little bit longer. A little bit longer. Just a little bit. But at the moment, running P3-4. That's good to see at least. So continue like this. You know what, Gasly? I'll continue. I'll straight away go on the fuel save with you, son. Because we need to. Verstappen, I'll stick with these guys for a bit. Let's go neutral now. They're going pushing only. Let's go pushing. And let's go neutral there for Gasly. Nice and calm. Right, so on lap 4, Leclerc, 1.2 seconds pretty much now. 2.3 ahead of Hamilton. 3rd place Verstappen. Then Gasly. Vettel's already up into P5. He's also on hard tyres, though. And he's right behind us. So already we're probably going to lose a place to Vettel here. So I think the most, again, we can hope for is maybe P4 and 5. Because I'm confident we can maybe pocket Bottas. But Vettel, he's on the same strategy as us. That's going to be tricky. We do have more tyre wear than him, though, I think. We're on 90%. He's on 90 as well. Okay, fair play. Right, sit rep as we go to lap 9. Still looking actually good. We're ahead of Vettel still, so he's not closed up rapidly. So actually, okay. We're actually sticking with him. It's going to be about on the next tyre, though. Can we stick with him there? And still, he's got a form of 2.5 for some reason. Got a penalty for Lance Stroll there for some reason. Verstappen still P3, within 5 seconds of Hamilton. So we kind of kept it a little bit at bay, but it's slowly growing, the gap. The same for Leclerc v Hamilton, to be fair, though. Is growing as well. But the tyres probably should go, actually, to lap 14, actually. So the game didn't lie, actually. Lap 15 is just about maybe a correct sort of estimate for soft tyres. I think lap 14 for us, maybe with an undercut. So Gasly might be able to go quite a long distance, and he might be able to actually make 49 laps on those hards, maybe. Potentially. We'll see. We'll see. Right, I've got warm tyres for Verstappen. I'm going to start pushing probably this lap. And I'm going to come in maybe in 2 laps' time. Depends on how the tyres really start to react to this pushing, but let's just see. Right, we've gained a little bit less there. So going to go overtake mode. Going to pit in on this lap now. Going to go for the hard tyres now. That could get us actually to the end, you know. 50 laps. Could get us to the end, so let's see. Fast pit stop, let's go. Right, coming in, tyres overheating, go low, and come in. Gasly will continue on, he's doing his job. At the moment in P4, ahead of Vettel, still ahead of Vettel, so that's good. Verstappen's made his pit stop, comes down the pit lane just behind Gasly. So Verstappen's already got a whole pit stop ahead of Gasly, which is pretty crazy to think about. But now we need to save a lot of fuel with Verstappen here. So going to go neutral, just keep it like that. Whereas Gasly, we might play around with the fuel now a little bit because we've got minus 0.21 rather than minus 0.61. All right, Lance Stroll's retired with a mechanical failure. Big puff of smoke there for the Racing Point car. And so he's going to be out of the Portuguese Grand Prix. Meanwhile, Verstappen we're saving a lot of fuel. You can see I'm on low fuel there because we're trying to save as much as we can, and in doing so, I'm kind of maybe backing up into Vettel. If we can keep Vettel at bay with Verstappen, that could be quite good for Gasly. That could help Gasly out a lot. And to be fair, at this stage, I can already say we're probably out of the race with Hamilton and Leclerc. So the best job I can do with Verstappen is get into P3 eventually once Gasly makes a pit stop. But whilst we do that, we may as well help Gasly out a little bit by backing Vettel up a little bit and basically trying to do a solid job for him. So that's what I'm going to try and do here. We're on low fuel, saving fuel at the same time, but also not making Vettel go a little bit too quickly anytime soon. So let's keep a monitor of this. He's on medium fuel, so we're still fine. We're still fine. Going to go conserve now on the tyres a little bit as we're a little bit higher on temps. But I'll go medium fuel, so we saved a lot of fuel there actually. Good stuff. Gas can probably afford to burn a little bit more. Right, lap 27, 31 laps remaining in this Grand Prix. Gasly is a few seconds ahead of Verstappen, still doing an okay job. Tyre wear is looking a little bit on the high side, I can't lie, for this one stop with Gasly. Verstappen should be fine for this one stop, I'm confident for him. And he's kept ahead of Vettel. He's actually grown the gap to Vettel. Vettel's backing up into Bottas there. So both Bottas and Vettel are struggling now. So I think we have a very good chance actually of getting 3 and 4 now, not even 4 and 5. by being overtaken by Vettel, because Vettel's struggling at the moment at this stage of the race. So I think we're looking very, very good. It's just going to be about Gasly, really, if he can go the distance. So I might have to go conserve here and really start conserving and go high fuel just to counteract that a little bit. But really try and bring these tyres a lot longer in, because we need to go to at least 42, I would say, to make this worthwhile here. So we've got a long way to go. Right, lap 30, Leclerc's just pit. He's come out right ahead of Gasly. So Leclerc and Hamilton in a world of our own in terms of, you know, making a pit stop, being way out ahead of us. Actually, to be fair, I think Leclerc was P1, so Hamilton might come out just behind Gasly here. So I don't know if we can do anything whatsoever to maybe hinder his race in some sort of form. I don't really know. I don't really believe that we can do that. So we're just going about our business now. Fuel-wise, we're looking good for both drivers, actually. We're positive, so we can use fuel. Gasly's conserving his tyres so much so that now his tyres are getting too cold. So that's the only worry for him. Verstappen maybe the same way, so I might push a little bit here. Right, Gasly's got warm tyres apparently, so 7 laps to go where we want to be. I just don't think it's going to happen there, so we're going to go medium now. We've burned a lot of fuel there, minus 0.18 now. Got to bring that fuel back, but we just keep on playing on. And when Vettel and Bottas pit, I will pit, and I'll follow what they're going to do, because I've got to cover them off, and there's no way we're getting to the stint we need to get to, basically, at this rate. They're going medium tyres. I think we might have to go to that. I think we might have to go to mediums, you know. Going to come in. Vettel is going to pit, I would say, probably this lap, I would assume. Not quite yet. He's on pushing, so I'll carry on with Gasly a little bit longer. Going to have to bail onto the medium tyre, so going to pit in. We don't have any knowledge on mediums, but to be fair, didn't have any knowledge on softs either, so going to come in, won't matter. Let's go low fuel, and Gasly will have to bail to a very conservative one stop, whereas Verstappen, who's just being overtaken by Hamilton there, is still pretty good for this one stop from soft to hard tyres, so that's at least good. Right behind Hamilton, but he's been overtaken. So maybe there could have been maybe a bit of defensive driving from Verstappen, but it would have been probably a little bit futile. Meanwhile, Gasly's pit, and he's actually catching Vettel probably on this lap there, so that's looking very good. Right, back into P3 and 4. Gasly is ahead of Bottas now. Vettel's down in P6, but he's on soft tyres, and he's actually quite close to Bottas and not too far off us. So I think Vettel might be a late challenger for that P4 slot for Gasly, but I think we should have P3 in the bag with Verstappen, I would hope. We also saved a decent amount of fuel, though, with Gasly, so we could use some fuel burn later on in this race. Going to go conserve right now. Actually, no, we'll stay neutral. Verstappen now is on edge of fuel, so we'll go back down to medium with him. With how many laps left? 16 laps left. Leclerc might have an issue, actually. Leclerc might pit quite late, so I don't know. If we go fast enough here, we could actually get ahead of Leclerc. You never know. That's maybe wishful thinking, but I'm going to keep positive here. You never know. You never know. We are. It feels like we are a little bit closer to the top 2 than we were last race for sure. So it's actually been been a pretty damn decent race. Right, what did I say? Vettel's going to challenge Gasly. Vettel's already overtaken Bottas. He's pushing like a stabbed rat, I think. Or actually, at the moment, he's backing up his tyres, but he was pushing hard, so he's right up Gasly's chuff. So this is going to be a difficult end to the Grand Prix for Pierre. Vettel right behind. Going to have to go high, push, try and stay ahead of him if we can. Vettel is not pushing too much. He's on low fuel, so let's go up medium fuel. Neutral. He's on low fuel and he's still attacking us, so that's a bit odd. Oh, he's falling away now a little bit. Oh, it's close. It's a bit of like a peak and trough, really. Ebb and flow. And Leclerc's pit, and he's got ahead of Verstappen already on the pit stop, so no chance. P3 is what we're going for then. So let's go conserve, high, and just take this through to the end, mate. P3. Meanwhile, Gasly is fending for his life here with Vettel. Vettel still saving fuel, though, so we've got an advantage there, maybe. Oh, Vettel down the inside. He went for a move there. We are basically a bottleneck right now for Vettel and Bottas. So Gasly's doing a wonderful job right now defending this position. But Vettel down the inside. Come on, keep going, son. Keep going, keep going, keep going. You've only got 7 laps left. Come on. And they're saving fuel. Or they were saving fuel. Now they're not. Now they're pushing their fuel. So we've got to push as well. Oh, dear. I think they're going to have too much pace for us. Ah, Vettel down the inside. It's an easy move for him. Worn tyres for Verstappen. He's got to save fuel as well. Oh, dearie me. Jesus. Right. He's got to save a lot of fuel here now. But Verstappen should still be fine. But Gasly down to P5. Can we at least stay ahead of Bottas? I'm kind of hoping we can, but I don't know. Vettel with a new fast lap of the Grand Prix. So we got overtaken with someone who's going purple in the race now. So I can't fault it, really. Oh my god, we got a 0 gearbox for Verstappen. Something's come off the gearbox. Might be worth checking it out. He's got smoke coming out his... Oh, dearie me. How has that happened? It's just a random failure, that was. Because look at the engine. The engine's fine. We weren't really pushing it. So it's just a random failure on the gearbox then. We've got to fix that. So we've got to pit. Ah, that's so frustrating. That's so frustrating. Right, pit in then. There's no way we can get to the end now. He's going very slow. That's really frustrating, that. That's really frustrating. But that's going to be a DNF if we don't change this. So we have to make a pit stop now. Long old change for the gearbox. So Gasly's flying the flag then in P4 then for us. Verstappen, at least he's out in P4. That's at least a good thing. He can go flat attack now for the rest of the Grand Prix. But still, that's annoying. But at least he'll be P6. But, damn it. Right. Gasly, what are we saying? P4, can we take this home? I think we can. I'm going to start pushing these tyres now to the last lap of the Grand Prix. Throw the kitchen sink at it. It's all good there. And we should be fine for P4 with Pierre Gasly. Verstappen with that gearbox failure will still come home in P6. He's actually 9 seconds off Bottas there, but not enough laps to catch him. But he did set a good lap time, I think it was. I think we went purple on his out lap there. So we'll see. But as we come through to the end of the race then, we're on low fuel there. Overheating on the tyres. Should be fine though. Here we come. Hamilton's won the Grand Prix in the end, actually. A little bit jammy there, but Leclerc second, Vettel third. We're P4, still decent, I would say. A little bit upset, though, with Verstappen. That could have been P3. Alas, Verstappen's down to P6. I don't know how on earth Hamilton managed that. P1. Leclerc had it in the bag, it seemed like, but no. P4, P6, though. Still good. Obviously, that gearbox wasn't our fault. It was a random failure, really. I don't know what happened. It's just a really random failure. Points-wise, we get the bronze trophy. Verstappen stays put in P4. Gasly up into P6 now. Not too many points off Bottas, actually, to be fair. So he's doing well to recover, basically, after the poor start of the season. Constructors, we're in no man's land. Like I said last time out in P3. Too much behind P2. And way out ahead. Well, not way out ahead, but comfortably ahead of P4 of Renault. So all in all, I would say that's a midway episode, I would think. I would have been happy, obviously, if we got that P3 with Verstappen. That would have been a real big improvement there on what you had. But these things happen. Obviously, Vettel and Bottas bottled it in qualifying. So, you know, some karma came back to us. And we had a gearbox issue with Verstappen. So those things happen. So all in all, can't complain. It seems like the car is improving steadily. Just maybe not as rapidly as I would hope to, but it's getting there, it's getting there. We've got some long-term plans with that engine upgrade coming later on, so looking forward to the next one, see what we do. But guys, if you did enjoy this one, then be sure to smash that like button. Let me know your thought in the comments below. If you're on your end, do subscribe for weekly F1 content. I've been aarava, have a trusty day, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.